Hello everyone and welcome back to the Bliss Builder. Today we're on day 13 and we've been bouncing back and forth quite a bit between talking about clearing space and building in fundamentals, and today we're going to go back to fundamentals and we're going to focus on sleep. So I listened to a webinar recently that really kind of disturbed me, and the speaker said that if you are, according to scientific studies, if you're getting 5 or fewer hours of sleep each night, you are utilizing the same level of cognitive ability as a person who has become inebriated by drinking a 6-pack. So you're literally drunk at life. We don't want people drunk at the wheel, so we want to make sure that we ourselves are going through lives using as much of our brain as possible. So we really want to make sure that we're getting enough sleep. One of the things that I also found interesting is that we're one of the only animals who tries to get all of our sleep at one time. Most animals, like I have a cat, for example, and we joke that she sleeps 24 or 23 out of 24 hours a day, but she really, she sleeps and then she's awake and she plays, and she sleeps and she's awake and she plays, or she eats or she bathes or whatever she's doing that's very catty. So that's something to consider too. Maybe you're somebody who, if your schedule allows, would be able to take a nap at some point during the day, maybe break up your sleep. I'm not saying you have to, I'm just saying that's something to think about if you find that you are consistently tired. So one of the things that I want to talk about today, or the main thing I want to talk about, is ways to promote good sleep. And my favorite thing, the thing that I think has helped me the most, well, there are two of them. The first one is establishing a really solid bedtime routine. So I know, for instance, that at a certain time each night, I'm going to, and this is another one, detaching from electronics at least an hour beforehand, at least an hour before bed. That's huge. So part of my bedtime routine is about an hour, 2 hours before I'm getting ready to go to bed, I disconnect from all electronics and I lower the light levels in my surroundings. That's another one. It helps key your body into the idea that you need to start tuning in and relaxing and slowing down so that you can sleep. Other things you can consider are things like not taking in food, especially not a super heavy meal, 3 hours before you plan on going to bed. And then not taking in caffeine, especially if you're sensitive, at least 6 hours before you want to go to bed and be asleep. Try to also, if you can, maybe lower the temperature in your room. People sleep better when they are cooler than when they're warmer. So there are some suggestions, some tips, some ideas. Now it's time to pull out your journal and just think about, how is your sleep? Do you sleep well? Do you sleep all the way through the night? Or are you waking up? Or do you take naps? Is that something you've built into your schedule? And then if you look at the different suggestions from today, is there anything that you would like to experiment with? And if so, I encourage you to write it down and take it for a test drive. So sleep well, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.